Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Today, I'm your teacher in mathematics. I am Regine Vilita, but you can call me Teacher Reg. I'm going to teach you a linear relationship. But before we proceed to our discussion, we'll start with a prayer. Who wants to lead a prayer? Yes, Natasha. Thank you.
Let us all pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Lord, thank you for the lives of the people who will be. And we are asking for your guidance for the leaders in your land. But because of the release of guidance for us and our students in our land. This is really great.
Before we proceed, let us all check our surroundings. And if there is a letters, you can put it inside your bag for a while and throw it after your class. So, you may sit now. In checking of attendance, I want you to think of word or sentence that will describe your day. Once I call your name, you need to think of a word or sentence that will describe your day. Let's start with Henry.
Angry.
Daniel.
Angry.
Angry. Angry?
Yes.
Why angry?
May naman.
So sad to know that. Irish. Thank you. What about art?
Beautiful.
I know. Dad.
Wonderful.
The best. Jello.
Terrible.
Archie.
Successful.
Why sumakses?
Kasi may accomplish po kami kanina.
Wow, congratulations. Nigel.
Delightful.
Delightful. Gadita.
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Why sleepy? You look happy when you are sleepy. Okay. I'll put your energy back. So, Natasha. Andrea. Brightly. Wow. Jessa. Stressful. And there's someone outside.
Good morning po, teachers. I am Ledger po. She's April. And sorry where is po.
Okay, that's fine. But then come in and sit. Sit in at the back. For those late students, again, I am Regine Vilita and I am, you can call me Teacher Reg. And now, we are in attendance. So, I want you to think of a sentence or a word that would describe your day. First is, Red. You have to say me.
Hello again, I am Ledger. I would describe my day as a random day kasi po hindi halo-halo yung mga nararamdaman kong emotions. Tapos, I am chill as of now. So that's how I describe my day.
Thank you, Red. And Aza.
So, I would actually describe it as exciting. Because earlier I had a presentation this morning myself. So, yeah, it was really great. But also, although I was nervous, I was trying to trick my mind into thinking that all these things is exciting.
And thank you for sharing. And we also have Sam and Edison. Due to lack of time, I'm going to classroom rules. I only have 3 classroom rules. It is basic and understandable, but since you are a great night, I hope you will follow our 3 classroom rules. Please read Jello.
Number 1, sit properly. 2, participate actively. And 3, listen attentively.
It's understandable, right?
Yes.
That sounds so students are not following that. So I hope that these students will follow that. Thank you. For the lesson objective, when we call at the end of the discussions, at least 80% of the learners will be able to please read Archie, the letter A.
Letter A, explain the representations of linear relationships.
For the letter B, Vegeta.
Observe fairness in real life situations and
Will I observe fairness here at the end of the discussion?
Yes.
I hope so. For the last letter C, may I call on Jessa?
Solve linear equations and manage algebraic expressions using different representations.
So I'm going to paste our lesson objective here so that we can follow it until the end. And now, let's proceed to our first activity. Please read the direction. Nigel?
consider itself directions, form three groups, and answer a given situation by the video.
So I have three situations here, but first, you need to group yourselves into three. By counting 1, 2, 3, start from 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Group 1 here, group 2 here, and group 3. Gawa kayo sa video. Group 3 here. Yeah, you can form a circle so that you can communicate with your group properly. So, are you now in your group? Yes! So, I have here, who's the first group? This is your envelope. May pera dyan. Kidding. Ay, sorry. And this is pera. Wait, don't open it yet. There's also different situations there. You're just going to answer it since it's problem solving. Then after that, you're going to present it here in front for 1 minute. Okay? For groupings, you have 2 minutes only. Starts now.
How much distance?
Teacher, are we going to solve it here?
Yeah, use the calculator.
Ano yung una?
30 seconds left.
Wait, teacher.
So I add 30 seconds. So time's up. You can go back to your seat now. But it's better to sit with your groupmates. Okay, thank you. Go back now. Time's up. Okay na, so let's all calm down. Since first group ang nauna, sila na yung unang represent. Pick one, ano na lang, representative.
Pwede po may muna.
Yeah, teacher.
Teacher, ganda yung mag-tell was is not to paper.
Okay. Can you see?
Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So our situation is this. Based on our relationship, 80 pesos. Your person earns 6 amount per hour. Your total earnings increase at a constant rate as the number of hours increases. So the question is, if the person works for 8 hours, how much will he earn here? So the given po from the situation is 80 pesos. Yung hourly wage niya or yung oras or yung in-earn niya kada hour is 80 pesos. Plus yung working hours niya is 8 hours. Then to get the answer po, we multiply 80 to 8 hours. Then we got 640 pesos. So ayun po yung ma-earn niya sa 8 hours.
Okay, thank you. Just hold it for a while. I'm going to show you the answer. Okay. For the second group.
Good morning po. For our second situation, buy an item in a store, each item costs 80 pesos with the same price. The total cost will increase at a constant rate depending on the number of items purchased. If you are the consumers and you bought 8 items, how much do you have to pay at the counter? So, nag-create po kami ng table para ma-identify po natin yung cost and yung items. Since bumili kami ng 8 items, gumawa kami ng 1, 2, 3, 4 hanggang 8, tapos yung cost niya po is nagda-double din po kada bibili po ng isang item. For example, yung unang item po ay nagka-cost ng 80. So meaning kapag nag-purchase ka po ng ng isa pang item, magiging double na po, meaning magiging 160 na siya, and so on hanggang 8 items, and the total of 640.
We use the table, no? So it's proportional. We use the table. So for the group 3, thank you. And this is the
Our problem is that you're driving along a highway at a constant speed of 60 kilometers per hour. After traveling for 3 hours, you want to determine how far you have done. How much distance did you cover if you drove at the same
So we're looking for the distance here.
Yes. So based on the equation to find distance is equals to speed times time. So if you multiply the 60 kilometers per hour to 3 hours, you will get 180 kilometers.
So just look at the answer. If this is the same with your answer, bash me if this is wrong. Correct me if this is wrong. So the answer is correct. So now, tapos na. So I have prepared a questions, an easy question for you. So first is, what are the real life scenarios that was assigned to your group? Please, Nigel.
Our real life scenario is working jobs.
Working jobs. Okay. So we have the specific here. Let's see. You have working jobs, and the real life scenarios here is salary calculations. For group 2,
Sa amin po is cost per
item. What about for group 3?
Distance time for the
Yeah, correct. Business time. And now, since we talk about the salary calculation, cost per item, distance per time, did you experience any of these situations?
Yes.
Give me an example. Take the art.
Ano po, personally po, nagda-drive po kasi ako as a grading student. Ano po? Without a license.
And it's a drink.
Yes, I know how to drive na po. So parang very applicable siya na nakakompute yung distance by using the yung speed and yung time as well.
Yeah, thank you. And now, I have a question that I want to clarify. What is the connection between the two quantities that influence each other? Like this, salary calculation, cost per item, distance, and time. They have, from the word connection, relationship. Exactly, Nigel. Thank you. Relationship. Since we talk about salary calculation, ayan, the first scenario. If you were an owner of a small business, how will you distribute the salary of your workers? Jessa?
Kung ilan po yung workers ko, bibigyan ko sila per hour ng 25, let's say. Since ulit naman yung ano. Let's say, meron akong 3 workers and then per hour nila is 25 pesos. So, kung nag-work sila ng 5 hours, bibigyan ko sila ng ano? 125. Per person.
Per person. Meaning you are doing a since you are doing so, you're going to distribute it in every workers that work
Based on their working hours.
Okay, thank you. So, what are you showing when you are distributing that kind of?
Okay, based on her answer, I think it shows fairness or equality.
Fairness. Oh, okay. So, when we talk about fairness, you know, in first situation, you see, you know, you can show this by giving your workers an equal salary. And now, I'm going to ask you, as a student, how can you show fairness inside the classroom? Wanna try, Art?
Personally, I can show fairness po by telling the truth to each and everyone, most especially to the teacher.
What about Aza?
When it comes to fairness, for example, during recitations, you give chance to others. That's a good example of fairness inside that learning environment.
Okay, so you're considering others as equal. Okay, thank you. Do you have anything to say, Nanja?
Fairness in the sense of taking an exam and not cheating.
Yeah. You're showing fairness by doing an exam equally to your classmates. And now, I'm going to draw here. What do you call this drawing?
Lines.
Lines. So now, I'm going to ask you if you only know what phrase describe a moving or heading on the same directions as someone or something. It may be a line or it may be a person or a phrase. Like for example, so I'm going to draw two lines. You are both heading on the same direction. Maybe you are going here or maybe you are going here. You have from the word line, you have linear. Yeah, exactly. You have linear. So, when we talk about linear, so linear kasi, ito yung it is a line that, heading on the same direction. Like, they have linearity, pwede siyang linearity, or linear lang. And, so let's proceed to my last question. My last question is, what do we call a pattern that refers to a quantity where one quantity changes at a constant rate compared to another? I'm giving you a clue again. Linear. Who wants to try? Irish. Very good. For further information, let's proceed to our discussion. Ayan. Linear relationship found in real-life situations using different representations of linear relationship. First, let us define what is linear relationship. Yeah. Please read, Archie.
Linear relationships are mathematical relationships where the relationship between two variables can be represented by a straight
straight line when graphed. In real-life situations, these relationships often describe scenarios where one quantity changes at a constant rate relative to another quantity.
Okay, thank you, Archie. So, ang linear relationship daw ay ang linya na umahati sa dalawang variable. Okay, this is the linear relationship. Meaning, they are both, these both variables are whether they are decreasing or increasing. Basta, when we call it linear relationship, parehas ang variable na nag-increase or nag-decrease. We have an example here. Please read the example. Dan?
Example, a car traveling at the hospital constant speed distance equals at minus speed equals time is a linear relationship. The faster the car moves, the greater the distance covered over time.
The example of this is the same with the third situation, right? The distance and time relationship. For the next, linear relationship can be presented in three main ways. First is graphically. Please read.
When you plot the relationship on a graph with a horizontal axis and x-axis and a vertical axis, y-axis, the points will form a straight line.
Okay. In graphically, this is of course the graphic paper. You are using a graphic paper. Have you seen any graphic paper?
Yes.
May graphic paper, dapat kasi talaga is Cartesian plane yan. Ayan. May negative plus positive kasi dito ang pa-negative. Ito positive, ito negative. But now, since we are in the beginning, I'm going to teach you that graphically. I have an example here. Ayan. Sa positive muna tayo, Matt. So, focus. Okay, Matt.
Sir, can you give us example of linear relationship in the classroom?
In your relationship with the classes, like, an example in a classroom settings. Okay. So, vegetarian. Yeah. Thank you. Can you go here? And Jessa. Yeah. Marcha kayo, papunta sa akin. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you have a relationship? The quizer. Let's go back to our topic. So my example is Vegeta and Jessa. The longer they walk,
I have an idea on the linear relationship.
okay, stand up.
I think when we talk about linear relationship in the classroom, we can talk about a student performance reflecting to the grade. So like, when my student performance is increasing, of course my grades is also increasing. So I think that forms a linear relationship.
Very good, Nadia. Very good. And now let's go back. Did I answer the question?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Nigel, for example. Yes, Mara.
Sir, what about in real relationships? Where can we see linear relationships?
In what?
Real relationships.
Real relationship. Did you listen a while ago about that? I'm sorry. Just kidding. So, a while ago, for example, the salary calculation. The more the workers work, the higher the salary he or more shaders. Okay.
Sa romantic relationship po.
You ask that. So in a romantic relationship, syempre, the more feelings you have to your loved ones, the more and yes, Art, do you want to say it? Yes, please stand up, Art.
The more love you show to the other person, the higher possibility that you will heartbreak or pain that
Thank you, Mara, for that question. Now, let's go back to what's the topic. The graphically, no? It's showing graphics, so ito na lang yung gagamitin natin. We're going to use the equation y is equal to 5 variable x plus 10. Why? Where did we get the variable y? This is the total cost. The y is the total cost. This is the number of items that you bought. Next is 5. Where did we get the 5? Sabi dito, gasto sa bawat item. Halimbawa, 5 piso kada item. So, ibig sabihin, here meron pang 5 dito. Tapos dito may 1. Pero kasi si linear equationship kasi, si linear kasi, ano siya, maarte siya, gusto niya lagi may starting point. So, naging starting point siya sa 10. So, kaya, pinaliwala niya si 5. So, ang nangyari is, nag-start siya sa 10, kapag dalawa na yung binili mo, 2, kapag apat binili mo, magiging, kapag apat binili mo, magiging 20. Kasi ang presyo ng kada isa is 5 pesos. Now, ang nakuha yung 10. Ang 10 is yung starting point, yung fixed cost, kung saan nag-start na magbilang. So, kahit wala ka pang binibili, meron ka ng starting point na 10. Understood?
Yes!
Now, why?
So I can understand it.
Okay, so we're going to solve it. Thank you, Nigel, for reminding me that. So we have the total cost. What is our total cost? 5. No, it's 16. Total cost, 16. Yung kabuuan ng pressure is 16. Okay. So 60. Ano na? Ano na yung gastos o yung presyo ng bawat item? 5. And now, X. Ilan yung bilang ng binili mo? Ilan? 10. Yung X, palitan na natin ng 10, ay ng ano, palitan na natin ng number. So, 10. Ano yung nakatagdang bayan o panimulang bayan? 10. And very good, children. And now, we're going to 60. Yan, 5 times 10. 50 plus 10. 60. So we have 60.
Wow!
And
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Meaning, the total cost, the number of items that you bought, the cost of it is this 60 pesos. They are both linear.
Oh, it's equal.
Yeah, it's equal. And now, let's proceed to, tapos na tayo sa graphically, let's proceed now to numerically using table, which is the group to use. Yes, for advance. Yeah. Who wants to read? Edison.
Numerical using tables. Linear relationship can also be shown through tables where you list pairs of values for x and y. Example, each item costs 5 units. A table of values might look like this. It shows...
Okay, thank you. Akin na itong part na ito. So, ayun. As you can see here, it shows that the relationship between the variable number of items and the total cost where each item costs 5 units. So, sinasabi rito na kainan, pag bumibili ka na kunyari bumili ka ng isang item sa grocery at ang total cost niya ay 5 pesos. Mag-a-add ka lang ng mag-a-add. Ayan. Ang na-add lang sa kanila palagi is 5. Nagigets po.
Yes, yes po.
So, last is, we have, who wants to read? You want to read? What's your name? Dave? Please read Dave.
Algebraic equations. A linear relationship can be expressed as an equation of the form y is equal to 5x, where f is the slope or the rate of change, and b is the y-intercept or the value of y when x is 0. For example, the equation y is equals to 5x represents a linear relationship with a slope of 5 and a y-intercept of 25. The line passes through the origin.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. So, ayan, reminder lang, students, when we are reading the letter, we are going to call it variable. Before we mention the letter, variable x, variable y. You can use any variable depending on your, yes, thank you. Rama.
Teacher, question lang po. May kuya po kasi ako nagka-college. We're talking about transmuted grade po. Like, 1 is equivalent to 98 to 100. May ganun po sila. So, paano po siya, sir? Saan po siya considered sa tatlong category? Yung transmuted grade po nila. Transmuted. Like, yung 1 is equivalent to 98 to 100. 1.25 is ganun. So, saan po siya naka-fall under sa tatlo?
Can you write here? But I'm teaching you the proper way. Thank you, Rafa. So, ayun, the question of Rafa is,
Ang questions ko po, teacher, is saan siya na-fall under sa tatlong category?
okay, your question is kung saan representation ng linear relationship siya na ang grading system. Okay. Siyempre, saan ba? Sa letter B. Ang letter B natin is numerically using table. Ayan, nakikita natin na linear relationship din ba siya? Yes, exactly. Because they're decreasing. They're decreasing, right? Kasi yung system natin yung PLU pa, pababa tayo. Pababa yung grading system natin. Compare tayo to. Pababa, di ba? Kasi yung start natin is from highest to lowest. From 1. Did he answer the question? Nasagot naman ko, teacher. Thank you, thank you. So we're done with here, right? So ayun na, reminder, always mention the variable before we mention the letter y. Variable y is equal to 5 variable x. Okay, here's the graphical representation of the equation. Variable y is equal to variable 5x, variable x. The blue line represents the linear relationship. This is the blue line. It represents that there is a linear relationship here, and the x is a key point where, ayan, this is siya nag-start. Pero bakit siya sa origin nag-start? At sinasabi proportional relationship. Proportional and linear, they are both the same. Ang pinagkaibahan lang, maarte nga kasi si linear relationship. Lagi siya may starting point. Pero si proportional, lagi siya nag-i-start kay origin, which is the 0. And, naiintindihan ba itong example? Yes. So, yan. They are both, ano pa rin naman, linear relationship. The the number of items that you bought is 5. Since ang ano rin natin dito is 5, right? Nag-add lang siya ng 5, 5, 5, 5. Since binili mo ay 5, ang ano mo is 25. Ang total cost mo is 25. And now, yeah.